Hello, everyone.
Haura. Hi, Lodi. Hi, Amir. Hi, Hassan. Hi, Mustafa. Hi, Fatima. Hi, Mariam. Hi, Storyvoice lover. Hi, everyone. As we're waiting for your friends to join, I'm gonna send you a pop-up question, which says, how do you usually prepare for an exam? As we are waiting for your friends to join, answer on this question, and I'm gonna gladly share your responses so everyone can see them. Hi, Elsa. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Alisar. Make sure to write down your answers. Hi, Lodi. Uh, Hi, Perla. Okay, so Fatima said, I prepare my answer by studying at home 2 hours. That's amazing. I love that. You be prepared, and of course, you're gonna come do well in your exam. Hi, Iyad and Nibal. Hi, Noor. We have Rafat. He is saying, by studying. Very good. Wow, I completely agree with you. Lodi also is saying study very well. We also have Alisar Ahgab. She's saying by studying well. I can see that all of you agree that in order to come prepared to an exam, we have to study at home. I agree this. I completely agree with you all. Iyad and Nibal are saying, hi, Miss Joyce. I missed you. Study with Mama. Yes, I missed you too, Iyad and Nibal. And I agree with you. You should study with your mom or anyone else and come prepared to the exam. Sarah said, hello, I am in grade one and I study with my mother. That's amazing. Welcome, Sarah of grade one. And that's really nice that you study with your mom. Okay. Hi, Perla. Hi, Adam. Okay. Hi, Zahra. Let's see. More answers, more answers. Write your answers down so I can share them. We wait 1 more minute and then we can start. Hi, Rabah. Hi, Rayyan. Zahra Sawani said good. Okay, so you prepare well and good for your exam. That's great. Hi, Ahmad. Hi, Joel. Okay, I think we can start this session. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Story Voice, a live storytelling experience where we bring you amazing storytellers and authors to read to you and the world. My name is Joyce Saadeh, and I'm going to be your host for today's session, leading you on an exciting new story called The Big Test. Now, this story is inspired by the fact that this school year is coming to an end. Some of you may be happy, some of you may be sad, whichever is the case. And some of you have started or have exams. You've either started your exams and you need the story for next to do well in your exams, or you have finished them and this might be beneficial for you for next year, or you're one of the small cases that might have official exams soon and this story is also for you. Whichever is the case, stay tuned for this story because you're gonna like it so much. Now, Today's co host is one of Story Voice's own. If you want me to invite today's co host, please send hearts and I'm gonna let her introduce herself and what exactly does she do in Story Voice. Send hearts for me to invite her. You already know her. This is a hint. Let's see. And today's co host is Elsa. Hi, Elsa.
Hello, how are you, Joyce?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely amazing.
That's great. Elsa, I promised our audience that you're going to introduce yourself and tell us what exactly is your role here in Story Voice.
Of course, I'd be very glad to. Hi, everyone. My name is Elsa. I am an English teacher and I do the activities for Story Voice. My favorite hobbies are reading and writing, and my favorite book is The Prisoner of Azkaban. Nice to see you, everyone.
Wow. Elsa, are you telling me that the stories prepared or the activities in every session, you are the one that's designing and creating them?
Yes, I'm the one who does all the activities.
Oh my God, I'm gonna say on behalf of our audience that you're doing an amazing job till now. I love your activities. I'm pretty sure the audience is enjoying them as well. Okay, Elsa, are you ready to start the session?
I am so ready.
Okay, let's kick started with your amazing reading. Go ahead, start reading.
Okay, everyone. So today's story is called The Big Test by Julie Damenberg, and it's illustrated by Judy Love. Mrs. Hartwell felt good. Really good. Really good. All year long, her students had worked hard, learned lots, and had fun. And now, as the school year neared its end, Mrs. Hartwell told her students that they were ready to take the big test. Yuck, said Eddie. Double yuck, said Alexandra. Double, triple, quadruple yuck, said Josh. I hate tests. Mrs. Hartwell laughed. Don't worry, this test is just a chance to show how much you've learned. Like addition, Emily shouted out. And reading, Mary said Maria. And science, Jack joined in. Mrs. Hartwell nodded in agreement. Leaning forward, she added, we still have one thing left to learn, though. The class was confused. But you just said we were ready, Daniel said. You are, almost. But on a test, you also have to know how to show what you know, explained Mrs. Hartwell. It's the last thing we have to learn. It'll be fun. So during reading time that morning, Mrs. Hartwell sent the students straight to their seats. Today, we're going to practice our sitting still for long periods of time skill. I want you to read at your seat and work by yourself. That doesn't sound like fun to me, Eddie grumbled as he took out his book. The class worked quietly. The reading part was easy. Sitting still without making a sound was hard. For Andy, it was impossible. During recess, while everyone else ran and played, Andy ran and played and worried. After recess, Andy's stomach hurt. He asked to go to the nurse. Okay, said Mrs. Hartwell sadly, but you'll be missing this afternoon's Let's All Read the Direction lesson. Andy didn't mind. On Tuesday morning, Mrs. Hartwell said Friday is the day of the big test. Since we don't want any bubble trouble, when we take it, we're going to practice our fill in the bubble skills. Everyone worked hard. Everyone did just fine. Everyone, that is, except Emily, and Maria. I can't see the screen, Joyce. Okay,
Can you see it now?
I still can't see the screen.
Okay. Now, what about now? Okay.
I can see this
Second.
page, yes.
Oh, okay, Elsa, I'm gonna read the this page and then you're gonna read the one after since you can see the next one, okay? What do you think?
Okay, okay, let's do this again.
Okay.
On Tuesday
By the
morning,
time
okay,
oh,
on Tuesday morning, Mrs. Hartwell said, Friday is the day of the big test. Since we don't want any bubble trouble when we take it, we're going to practice our fill in the bubble skills. Everyone worked hard. Everyone did just fine. Everyone, that is, except Emily and Maria.
can you see this one now?
Joyce, it's still on the same page.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna read this page and then tell me if everything works out, okay?
Okay.
By the time they were done working, Emily had a headache and Maria felt shivery all over. They asked to go to the nurse. Okay, said Mrs. Hartwell, looking concerned. But you're going to miss our morning of the test nutrition lesson. Emily and Maria took their pass and rushed out the door. Okay, can you see this page now?
Yes,
Okay, continue reading.
thank you. On Wednesday morning, Mrs. Hartwell said, Today, we're going to take a practice test. Do we have to sit still for long periods of time? Asked Andy. Yes, said Mrs. Hartwell. Do we have to fill in bubbles? Asked Emily. And be sure to follow the directions? Asked Maria. Yes, you do, Mrs. Hartwell said encouragingly. Remember, this test is a chance to show what you know before the timer goes off. Although most of the class did just fine, by the time the practice test was over, Daniel had gone to the nurse. As Mrs. Hartwell watched him go, she felt bad, really bad, really, really bad. On Wednesday afternoon, just before the bell, Mrs. Hartwell reminded everyone that tomorrow was the last day before the big test. We know, said Eddie grumpily. This big test is no fun. I can't wait for it to be over. All the other students nodded in agreement. As Mrs. Hartwell straightened up her desk, she said, Tomorrow will be better, I promise. When the students entered the classroom on Thursday, Mrs. Hartwell greeted them with a smile. We've all worked hard this year, learned lots, and had fun, right? She asked. Yes, said the class. And this week we practiced how to show what you know, right? Right, said the class hesitantly. Now it's time for the most important lesson of all, said Mrs. Hartwell. The class groaned as she told everyone to line up. Mrs. Hartwell walked her students down the hall. Everyone felt a little bit nervous. Mrs. Hartwell walked her students right up to the door of the library. Everyone felt a lot nervous. They gasped when she hung up a sign on the library door. I feel sick, said Eddie. Mrs. Hartwell said, Once you've learned what you can learn and know how to show what you know, it's time to stop worrying and just relax.
Elsa, I loved the story. I loved your reading as well. What do you think about the story?
Thank you so much, Joyce. And I think the story is just wonderful. It really helps students to relax, to prepare for the exam. And I think Mrs. Hartwell is just lovely.
I completely agree with you. I love the story as well. And what you said is 100% true. Do you think we should give our listeners a chance to read something?
Yes, of course. I'm so excited to hear them read.
Yes. Okay, go ahead. Why don't you explain to them how can they participate with us as I go back to the story and tell them how can they participate with us?
Can read with us. And don't worry, if you need some help, we are always here to help. Okay?
اوكي سو مثل ما كنت عم بتقلكم إلسا اذا بدكم تشاركوا معنا.
I see the first picture.
Yes, that is the first picture. Um,
Wait, let me see.
okay.
Can you see that? Can you see it now?
She added, we still have one thing left to learn, so the class was confused. But you just said we were ready. Daniel said, you are almost, but on a test, you also have to know how to show what you know, explained Mrs. Hartwell. It's the last thing we have to learn. It will be fun.
I loved your reading, Mustafa. That was so nice. That was so lovely. It was great to hear your voice.
Thank you so much, Mustafa. Don't forget to stay with us for the activities. Bye.
Welcome. Bye.
Okay, let's see who our next participant's going to be. And our next participant's going to be Lodi.
Hi.
Hello, Lodi. How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Go ahead and continue the story, please.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Okay.
Can you
So,
see the screen? Go ahead.
yes, of course.
Okay, go ahead.
So, during reading time that morning, Mrs. Hartwell sent the students straight on their seats. Today, we're going to practice our sitting still for long periods of time scale. I want you to read at your seat and work by yourself. شوي الصورة مغبشة فمش كتير عم تبين عندي.
عم تقري بيرفكتلي كتير منيح، هي ومغبشة وعم تقري بطريقة كتير منيحة. إذا بدك جربي اعملي زوم إن توضح أكتر.
Okay, thank you. That doesn't sound like fun to me. Eddie grumbled as he took out his book. The class worked quietly. The reading part was easy. Sitting still without making a sound was hard. For Andy, it was impossible. Thank you.
Amazing reading.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Lodi. You're reading as usual on spot. Perfect. No words can
Thank you.
describe it. Amazing.
Thank you. I love you so much.
I love you too. And Story Voice as a whole loves you too. Hearts from
I
Story
love
Voice.
Story Voice more.
Okay. That's great. Bye, Lodi.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's see who our next participant's going to be. Guys, remember that next week is going to be the last session of the month. So next week we're going to be announcing the active winner. So make sure to raise your hands and participate with us for a chance so you could be the active winner of the month. Let's see who our next participant is going to be. Who is it going to be? Who is Alisar Al-Ahdab
Hello
from
everyone.
Farhazir Public School.
Hi, Alisar. How are
I'm
you?
fine. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. Go ahead and continue reading.
Okay. During recess, while everyone else ran and played,
Alisar, I cannot hear you. Alisar, I cannot hear you, sweetie.
and worry. After
Alisar, I cannot hear you as
recess,
well. I think there is some. Okay, I think Alisar is facing some technical. Oh, we lost Alisar. I think Alisar, you're facing some technical issues. We couldn't hear you. You were lagging and then you cut off. Double check your internet connection and make sure to raise your hand again. We will definitely choose you. Okay? Raise your hand again for a chance to get chosen. Okay, let's see who our next participant is going to be. It's going to be Sarah.
Hello, Sarah.
Can
Hello.
you hear us, Sarah?
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Sarah, do you want to continue reading the story?
Yes, of course.
Go ahead.
Oh no. I think we lost Sarah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Sarah, raise your hand again and we'll choose you, okay? Let's see who our next participant's going to be. Our next participant's going to be Alisar again. She's back. Hi,
Hi,
Alisar.
Alisar.
ببلش اقرا.
Can you hear us, Alisar?
Yes.
Okay,
I think
amazing.
Alisar.
Please, yes, go ahead.
We
During
can hear her.
recess, while everyone else ran and played,
Okay.
Andy ran and played and worried. After recess, Andy's stomach hurt. He asked to go to the nurse. Okay, said Mrs. Hartwell sadly, but you will be missing the afternoons. Let's all read the directions lesson. Andy didn't mind.
I cannot hear Alisar. Elsa, can you hear Alisar?
Yes, I can hear her very, very clearly. She finished
Okay,
these
so
two pages.
okay. I'm gonna move to the next slide. Let me know when she finishes those as well because I cannot hear her. There
Un-
might be some technical issue, okay? Just clap your hand when she's done, and
un-
I'm gonna know that she's finished, okay?
until,
Go ahead, Alisa.
until On Tuesday morning, Mrs. Hartwell said, Friday is the day of the big test. Since we don't want any bubble trouble when we take it, we are going to practice our full in the bubble skills. Everyone worked hard. Everyone did just fine. Everyone that is ex- except Emily and Maria.
Amazing reading,
Thank you.
Alisar. I love that. You're such a good reader.
Thank you so much.
That
Yes,
was
I
lovely. Make
completely
sure to stay
agree
with
with
us for the activities.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you, Alisar. I'm so glad you got the chance to participate. Let's move on to the next participant. Our next participant is going to be Gael.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Gael. How
I
are
can
you?
hear you, Gael. Hi.
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. My name is Gael Saadeh. I'm in grade 5. I'm in Garden City School.
That is lovely. Thank you for introducing yourself. Gael, do you want to continue reading the story?
Of course, I would love to.
Let's do this. Come on.
By the time they were done working, Emily had a headache, and Maria felt shivery all over. She asked to go to the nurse. Okay, said Mrs. Hartwell, looking concrete.
Concerned.
But you're going to miss our morning of the last nutrition lesson. Emily and Maria looked their path and rushed out the door.
Continue.
Okay. On Wednesday morning, Mrs. Hartle said, "Today we're going to take a practice test. Do you have do we have to sit still for long periods of time?" asked Andy. Yes, said Mrs. Hartle. "Do we have to fill in bubbles?" asked Emily. "And be sure to follow the directions," asked Maria. "Yes, you do." Mrs. Hartle smiled encouragingly. "Remember, this test is a chance to show what you know before the timer goes off."
Amazing reading, Gael. That was absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Make sure to stay
Gael,
with
I
us for the
loved your reading.
activities. Me too. Me too.
What Elsa said. Plus, plus. Okay, let's see who our next participant's going to be. Our next participant's going to be, let's see, Fatima.
Hi,
Hi, Fatima. How are you?
fine, and how are you?
I'm doing great. Well, which grade are you, Fatima?
I'm in grade 3.
Oh, that's so nice. Fatima, go ahead and continue the story, okay?
Okay. Although most of the class did just fine, by the time the practice test was over, Daniel had gone to the nurse. As Mrs. Hatwell watched him go, she felt bad. Really bad. Really bad. On Wednesday afternoon, just before the bell, Mrs. Hartwell reminded everyone that tomorrow was the last day before the big test. We know, Eddie said grumpily. This big test is no fun. I can't wait for it to be over. All the other students nodded in agreement as Mrs. Hatwell straightened up her desk. She said no, tomorrow will be better, I promise. When the students entered the
Continue,
classroom on
Fatima.
Thursday, yeah, when the students entered the classroom on Thursday, Mrs. Hatwell greeted them with a smile. You've all worked hard this year, learned lots, and had fun, right? She asked. Yeah, said the class. And this week we practiced how to show what you know right. Right, said the class hesitantly. Now it's time for the most important lesson of all, said Mrs. Hartwell. The class groaned as she told everyone to line up. Mrs.
Continue.
Hartwell walked her students down the hall. Everyone felt a little bit nervous. Mrs. Hartwell walked her students right up to the door of the library. Everyone felt a lot
A
nervous.
little bit nervous. Yes. That was great reading, Fatima.
Thank you,
You're such a good reader. I love
Fatima.
that.
Thank you.
That was very lovely.
Okay.
Fatima, before you go, can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Which school are you from?
I'm in Amjad school, in Amjad High School.
Wow, this is so nice.
Thank you.
You're amazing. Thank you so much for participating
And
with
my
us.
favorite hobby
Make
is
sure
to
to
read
stay with
and
us for
write.
the activity.
My favorite hobby is to read and write.
Wow, your favorite hobby is to read, and now you're reading, you're practicing your hobby. That's amazing.
It's my pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have you
I
here
love
with
that.
us.
Thank you.
Fatima.
Bye.
Bye.
I loved Fatima. She was super fun and cute. Okay, let's see who our next super fun, cute participant is. Our super fun, cute participant is going to be. Let's see. We
Mm.
have Zahra Tawani again.
Again,
Yes. Hi, Zahra. Hello again.
I'm fine.
Yeah, continue reading, Zahra.
Okay. They gave when she lying a sign on the library door. I feel sick, said Edith. Mr. Hartwell said once you have learned what you can learn and know how to show what you know. It's time to
It's time to.
stop worrying and just relax.
Lovely reading as usual, Zahra. That was so amazing. I loved it.
Thanks.
And again, make sure to stay for the activities, yeah?
Okay, of course.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. And like this, we've concluded our story reading. What did you think about the reading, Elsa? Did you think that the students did a good job?
The students did an absolutely amazing job. I loved their reading. I loved their enthusiasm and their energy. It was really great, honestly.
I completely agree with you. All of them were so fun and they were all reading perfectly. I even noticed something that some students were reading very fluently, and as they started going by, they started reading better and better. So they took the teacher's advice and they relaxed and read with perfect confidence. Thank you all for your amazing, absolute, perfect reading. Let's move on to the next part of our session. But before we do that, I just want to remind you to make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook so you can stay up to date with all of our updates, news if we have any, on Teach for Lebanon, on Facebook and Instagram, Teach for Lebanon, so you can stay up to date with us. And now we can move to the part where Elsa's job or Elsa's work gets highlighted. The activities. Loving the graphics, Elsa. Thank you for those. Okay. Let's see who the first participant for the activities is going to be. Our first participant for the activities is Lodi.
Hello again.
Hello again, Lodi. Are you ready for the activities?
Yes, of course.
Let's do this then. Let's
Yes,
see what the first activity is.
yes. But I don't
What do
see
you
the
think the
page.
first activity will be?
Mm, I think it's fill in the blank or match each sentence to its meaning or
Hmm, we're gonna see about that.
match.
Yeah. Okay, so read the question and then start answering them, okay? Go
Yes,
ahead.
of course. Match each day to what they prepared. Okay, so Monday it's practice. Monday is practicing filling in bubbles in morning.
Close. Wasn't Monday the day where they were reading quietly and staying in their seats? Like the very first
Mm,
day.
oh yes, yes. The reading quietly staying in their seats. أنا خلبطت
Yes,
فكرت إنه التنين هني بيعملوا bubbles لأنه كان عندهم practice.
no, it's okay. It's okay. Actually, you did amazing. Go ahead and do the second one. Let's see what they did on Tuesday.
Tuesday, practicing feeling in the morning. Practicing feeling in bubbles in morning.
Yes.
Yes, yes, that's the one.
So on Wednesday, practice test.
Yes, yes, you got that one correct. It was a practice test.
On Thursday, relaxing and having a fun party.
That's exactly what they did before the test, so they can relax, so they can have a clear mind and be fully ready for the test.
And the Friday, the big test.
That was amazing. Amazing. I loved your answers. You got each and every single one of them correct. I love that.
بتعرفوا شغلة إنه أنا كنت عم بعد الأيام فكرت إنه الأيام هن أكتر من الجمل. رجعت لقيت إنه في دي بيج تيست.
مش
Yeah, they're the
الحظ.
exact same number.
Yes.
كتير منيح. Okay, thank you for your wonderful participation, Lodi. Bye.
Welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Let's see who our second participant is going to be. Let's see. Our second participant is going to be
Hello again, Mustafa.
Hello.
Mustafa.
Hello.
Okay, Mustafa. Hi. Okay, can you read the question here and answer it for us?
What is it? What is the point of test?
يعني نحن ليه بنعمل tests؟ ليه بنعمل امتحانات؟
To know many things. To know many things.
Yes, yes, what an amazing answer. Yes, we need to know many things and we learn more through tests. That's so great. I love that. Thank you for answering, Mustafa. I loved your answer.
Thank you, Mustafa, for completing the second activity with us. Let's move on to the third activity and let's hear it from Lodi. Again, hi, Lodi.
هاي again يعني ما بيمرق دقايق غير لأرجع لكم.
True, true. Okay, Lodi, can you read this question and answer it?
Yes, of course. What scares you most about tests and why?
So شو أكثر شيء بخوفك about this بالتست؟ شو أكثر شيء بخوفك وليش بخوفك هالشيء؟
I'm curious about the math exam.
Oh, and why is that?
The math exam.
Why?
Because I think the math is يعني سلسلة, and if you have يعني إذا ما عرفت if you don't know a little of the math يعني ما بتعرف اللي وراها.
Yeah, الماث بيكون كله معلق ببعضه. I get why you're scared of it, but I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Yes.
لودي بدي أقول لك شغلة. I'm a
Yes.
math teacher and I love math and you shouldn't be scared of math. Okay? Because انت اعملي اللي عليك، ادرسي وارتاحي ريلاكس مثل ما قالت لنا التيتشر بالستوري، واعملي اللي بتعرفيه. وهي المعلمة إذا شافت إنه في شيء غلط بتلحق لك الغلطة حتى لو كانوا معلقين ببعضهم، فما تعتلي هم، ريلاكس، اعملي يلي أنت بتعرفيه وكل شيء بيطلع منيح بالآخر، وأصلا أنت شطورة مبين عليك، ما في داعي تخافي من شيء، أوكي؟
Thank you so much. بس إنه أنا بحس الماث شوي صعب مع إنه أنا كتير شاطرة فيه يعني.
برافو، مهم تكوني شاطرة فيه، ما في شيء صعب عليك، أنت شطورة شطورة.
Thank you so much.
قوية ومهضومة وكل شيء.
وأنتوا أكتر.
Thank you لودي.
Welcome. Bye.
Elsa, I love how Lodi is so energetic with us. Don't you agree with me?
I very much agree. Her energy just, fills up the whole place. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yes, positive
But
vibes.
Lodi, you shouldn't be scared of tests.
Yes, exactly. Let's see who our next participant is going to be. Our next participant is going to be Kyle.
Hello again, Gael.
Hi.
Okay, Gael, let's go ahead and read this question and you can answer it here.
Okay. What's the piece of advice you have for students worrying about that?
So شو في نصيحة عندك إياها فيك تعطيها للتلاميذ هن بحسوا حالهم بخافوا من التست؟ شو بتقولي لهم؟
I want to advise them that we took the things in the test يعني all the questions we know them because we studied them. The teacher won't get any question from her mind. Studied all the answers. We know the answer.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're doing what you should do when you're studying, there's nothing really to worry about. مظبوط؟
Of course.
Amazing. Amazing. That was such a great answer. I love that, honestly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gael. Thank you for your wonderful advice, Gael. I'm going to take another participant on this activity because we need more advices. And the participant is going to be Haura. Hi, Haura.
Hi.
Hello, how are you, Haura?
Fine.
Great, great. Which grade are you, Haura?
6.
That's amazing. Okay, go ahead and read the question and answer it for us. Okay?
Okay. What is a piece of advice you have for students worrying about tests?
So what is a piece of advice that you have؟ شو فيك تنصح التلاميذ اللي بخافوا من التستس؟
آه، آه،
شو
الدرس كتير
معقول
سهل.
تقولي لهم؟
درس كتير سهل، وإن إذا بتدرسه رح تحبه وبصير فيك تنجح، وبس تنجح رح تنبسط. ساعتها بتقدر تتحمس إنك تدرس.
Lovely answer. I like كيف في motivation بالموضوع. I love this.
And love
Very
Yes,
you.
I
creative.
love
I
it.
love it.
I love you.
Thank you. Oh,
We
I love
love
you
you
too,
too,
حورة.
Haura.
Thanks.
Thank you for participating and raising your hand with us. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye, حورة.
Now, I think you're familiar with what comes after the activities. It's the part where we ask the co-host. Now the participants have a chance to ask you any question they want. And I'm gonna put you on the screen. Yay! Now let's see who's the first Elsa fan who wants to know more about you. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Let's see.
Noor! Hi Noor!
Hello, Noor. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
What's your question?
What you're feeling today?
I'm feeling very happy because I'm on Storyvoice with you.
Yes, أنا كمان.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye! Wow, I love Noor's question. Let's see who's fan number two who wants to know more about Elsa. Fan number two is it's Zahra Sawani. Hi Zahra.
Hi, Zahra. Again. Zahra, can you hear us? Hello. I can't hear you,
How are
Zahra.
you?
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Um, what it what is a hobby that you love to play?
A hobby that I like to do? I like reading and writing and listening to music.
Yes, of course. The same thing.
That's nice. We have something in common. Thank you so much for your question, Zahra. I feel like I got to know you
Good.
through that question.
Bye Zahra.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you everyone for asking Elsa those amazing questions. And I can say, Elsa, that a lot of people here in Storyvoice have a hobby that is reading and writing. Did you notice that? Now Zahra, before Lodi, and I'm pretty sure there's many more. That's really interesting.
It's very interesting, and I like how they keep practicing their hobbies through Story Voice with us. And we love that you guys join us every week to do so. And thank you so much for
Yes,
your
I agree with
questions, by the way. These were amazing. I'm sure you guys.
Okay, let's move now to the take home activity. As always, we have prepared an interesting project for you to do at home. And since today's theme is all about tests and preparations, here is an activity that you can do right at home with your family and friends. And make sure that when you're done, to take a picture and send it to your teacher so we can display it the same way we're displaying every week the take home activity of last week. So last week's activity was that students have to write a letter to their teacher. And as you can see, Lodi and Ryan have written a letter to their teacher. And Lodi wrote, "Dear teacher, Ryan, they wrote a letter to Miss Joyce, which is me. This is so flattering. Thank you, everyone, for those amazing letters and for the enthusiasm that you have for the take home activity. Now, for this week, the take home activity is how to self care. Now, one, get plenty of sleep. Two, eat well. Three, make some time for your favorite hobbies, which includes reading, watching movies, listening to music. So practice those hobbies that you mentioned earlier. And four, stay calm and positive. And remember that you're doing your best and don't overdo it. So these four steps, you have to do them to relax before your exams, especially if you have an official exam coming up soon. Good luck for all those who do. And if you have a brother or a sister that's going to attend the exam, take a screenshot and send them this take-home activity for them to do it themselves. Now, this important announcement is for next week. Stay tuned for next week because next week's session next week's story is called The Perfect Plan. Now, what's so special about next week? Next week, we're not going to tell you who the co-hosts are. So, you'll have to join and find out. That's the first thing that's special. The second thing that's so special is that we're going to be announcing the monthly winner of June. So stay tuned to see maybe your name's the one that pops up. So, second reason why you should join us next week. Third reason, which is the most important one, next week is going to be the final session of Story Voice for this year. So make sure to join us because we're going to be giving it to you with a little funny and fun twist. So you're going to enjoy it and you're going to love it so much. Mark your calendars, write it on the fridge so you don't forget. Next week, you should definitely join us because it's going to be an extraordinary session. And now it's time to conclude it. Thank you everyone for your participation. Elsa, I want your honest feedback and review. How did you find today's session?
Where do I start? First of all, the energy. Absolutely amazing. Filled up the whole room. Reading on point. They were so fluent. Honestly, it was so good. Their answers to the activities, to the questions, they were so creative and interesting. Like you can really tell they put thought into all of that. Like they were, completely focused and everything. And I love it. I absolutely loved it, especially with their
I'm
advice. It was great.
I'm gonna send you a firework for your amazing feedback because I honestly agree with you 100%, especially for the energy part. Our participants are all very positive, energetic, and excited to participate with us, and we are even more excited to listen to them. So, once again, make sure to join us next week so you can participate, attend, and enjoy our session. And see you all next week. Thank you everyone for joining. And as we like to say here at Story Voice and Teach for Lebanon, everyone has a story. Goodbye. Bye,
Bye,
Lodi.
everyone.
Bye, Noor. Bye, Mustafa. Bye, Banna. Bye, Amir. Bye, Elsa. Goodbye, everyone.